come out and
But going
ease
back
what's
to
going
this
on.
young lady, I think the crime was very, very serious, and something like that, I can't see them not putting her in prison. I mean, that was an extremely serious crime what she committed there. Not only what she done, but she was an officer in charge of prisoners and flaunting. I mean, there has to be an example for that. I mean, if they don't put her in prison, then leave her out there running out on the road. I think that's extremely. It's not showing a good example, so we'll see. But I think she would.
Well,
definitely
you've
would
got
get some time for that. I personally think she would get some time for that. It's a serious crime, and if you get people in prison for stealing baby food, they just got to release them early and put her in prison.
To be quite honest with you, is it a crime that she should be jailed for having sex with an inmate?
Yep.
I'd like to put that to the Mixclouders out there. I don't think so.
She's in charge.
I don't think she should be put in prison.
inmates.
No, don't get me wrong. I understand the seriousness of it, but is it something that she should go to jail for?
Yep.
Just think about it. She didn't kill no one. She didn't give them. If she was dealing in drugs and giving mobile phones, well, she could have been, but we don't know this yet. If she was doing things like that, I'd say yes, definitely a prison sentence. If she was dealing in arms, drugs, or things like that, or racketeering, she had sex with a prisoner. Is that worth putting someone in prison and paying tax people's money for a big fine? Yes, fine the girl. Fine her £15,000 and give that back to us. Rather than us paying for her to be somewhere, why don't we just fine her? She loses her job anyway, so she's going to be part of the tax system and benefits unless she's getting money from our OnlyFans. But I don't think this is worthy of a prison sentence.
Definitely.
I really don't.
I mean, the guy's smoking pot inside the prison, right? He's smoking weed. They got mobile phones. She's getting.
We're talking about the woman here.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, but she is in charge of these guys. That's like a police officer, yeah? They go and arrest something and they do something like... These people are law
so
and
what
order.
happens to police officers?
Right?
Police officer, when
You're
got
talking
police
about her. I'm saying these are law and order. I'm sorry. For me, I'm sorry. Prison for her. Simple.
Yeah, but prison officers don't have as much power as police officers. And police officers, the ones that do have the power, that do commit serious crimes, like killing people in custody, are not jailed. So why are we asking for a woman who's had sex with someone to be jailed?
It's nothing about women. She should be jailed. They should be jailed too. I'm just talking about whether they are woman or man. That kind of responsibility, they need to be jailed. They need to be made an example of. That's my personal opinion anyway.
No, I don't agree. Oh,
well, we agree to
don't
disagree
agree.
there.
We are definitely going to disagree. I'd like to know from the Mixclouders as well. Do you think
Lady
that
B
this
says
woman...
she's been given favours for sex, she should go to jail. Thank you very much, Lady B.
Well, we don't know what favours she's been given. This is all allegations. All we know right now is that this woman, right? All we know now is that this woman has had sex with someone. We don't know if she's given them the phones and things. We don't know that. Take that out of the equation, all right? Just take out the equation that she's done unscrupulous business like phones and everything else, because we don't know. It could have been other prison officers. There's not just one corrupt officer there. She just had sex with an inmate. Is it worthy of a jail sentence to pay our taxpayers' money to keep her in jail? Or do you not think she should have a hefty fine, right? Hefty fine, 25,000 pounds. Pay it, you lose your job. Right, you can't go back into the prison service, police, or anything like that. Period. We've got people, CEOs having taking women and groping them, and they don't go to jail. So why are we asking for this woman? She's just done someone a favour, and I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not at all. I just don't think it's worthy of jail.
Okay, if it was just sex. And I didn't see all the rest of it going on, and it was just sex and not the other legal stuff going on, fair enough. Maybe, I personally think maybe you might have a point. But this particular lady, with all what's going on, right, and as Lady B says, she should go to jail for an abuse of power, okay? She is there to look after jail lags, right? Not to be going in there and having fun, right? For me, right, that responsibility that she's got, she's flouted it. For me, right, it's a serious crime. You're looking after people who are in prison, right? You're abusing your power, prison. I mean, I don't know. You know, G4 said, is he the only person she's had sex with? Not that that's already community service, whatever. So he's saying that she's got giving community service or to the guy or whatever. But you know what? If it was a man having sex in a woman's prison, he should go to jail too. Yes, I agree.
I just don't agree that it's an offence worthy of prison. Right?
Anyway.
I believe that they should be reprimanded very badly. I believe they should be fined heavily. Now, if they were found in drugs and mobile phones and things like that, absolutely jail them. Yes, of course. But for having sex, no.
Right.
No. I've seen people have sex in all different situations all over the news, and they are not jailed. They are not jailed.
There's some comments coming in. Marie B says, jail Miss Say. She should use
on a wicked
fans to pay the fine. There you go. We see consensual act, but it was abuse of power. She should be she could be blackmailing other inmates for sexual pleasures, and abuse of her position. Go to jail, yes. Oh, hey, so the mixed clouders are with me. Oh, hey. And it's not just men.
Oh, wow. You guys are wicked, man. You guys are evil. Wow. Okay.
You're lenient, man.
I'm not lenient. I just don't think. I think prison should be for if you've done something really bad, right?
That is bad. How much bad can
having sex with someone?
Worse can it go?
Having sex with someone.
Sex. It's who she's having sex with. It's not just about. Look, it's who she's having. Okay, if I'm a man, yeah, and I decide I'm a prison officer and I'm going in and taking advantage of lovely women in prison and having sex, and I was caught, I shouldn't go to jail for it. And I'm in position of authority. I shouldn't go for jail. I should get away with it.
We've got paedophiles that come out on.
I'm not talking about paedophiles.
But I'm just saying. No. I understand that. But I'm just
talking about the paedophiles.
I'm talking about the severity of the crime. Does it fit?
Yes, it does.
Going to jail. That's what I'm talking about.
Mixed clouders. Anybody in the radio, come on, Mixed Cloud, and please answer this question.
I'm not saying what she's done is
here.
No. I'm not saying what she's done isn't wrong. I'm not saying that.
I know, but she should go to jail.
I don't think she should go to jail for it. No,
jail,
lose her job, be fined, community service, clean the toilets in the prison, even under guard. I don't know, but yeah, I think it's a waste of taxpayers' money. I really do.
Listen,
I really do.
There's a lot of waste of taxpayers' money going on, all with what happened with COVID and all that. So to me, she needs to go to jail. I'm sorry. She needs to go to jail.
Yeah, I mean, obviously she's put herself in a position to be blackmailed. I mean,
she needs to go to jail. Simple. End of. 5 years in prison, taught you a lesson, teaches other people in position of power. Imagine could you imagine, right, that all of these prison officers think, okay, she hasn't gone to jail, let's all go and have sex with the lads. Are you going to say that, okay, next one gets caught, okay, she didn't go to jail, so, okay, I'm walking around free, and then another one, then the guy starts sleeping with all the men, and then sleeping with all the men or women or whatever it is, and they're sleeping, abusing their position of power, that they should not go to jail, that they should all be walking around free. Because that's what will happen.
To be quite honest with you, what should happen is that Serco's contract should get cancelled. She's not the only one. Okay. When I did mentoring in prison...
Move away from Serco and it's another security firm, and they start doing it.
Well, all I'm saying,
and then another one, and come on.
Well, all I'm saying to you is that she's not the only one in this prison system, right? She's not the only one doing this. There are plenty other prison officers doing more unscrupulous stuff, like bringing spice into the prison system, right? That are making the kids go doolally and losing their mental abilities and awareness. That is a jailable offence.
Fair enough. There's
should be sent to jail.
I'm talking about this particular abuse of power. I'm sticking to this abuse of power that this young lady has carried out.
Lady B says 2 years and loss of a job.
Right. Right, this particular abuse of power. Now, if she doesn't go to jail and they don't set an example, then other officers can say, you know what, she didn't go to jail. Then you know what's going to happen. Then a man's going to go in prison. Hold on, a jail officer who's in charge of women going to go and say, well, you know what, this young lady got away with it. Then I could do it. So he goes around and sleeps with all these nice, pretty young ladies and fit women that go to jail. And then he gets caught. What do you think is going to happen? He's going to point straight to her and say, she didn't go to jail. Why am I?
Very, very quickly, because it's nearly 9:30 and I've got to run. And by the way, she's not the first lady that's been caught. There's been many ladies in the newspapers that have been caught out. It's not a deterrent. It's just not a deterrent, okay? Many offices are doing it. Many of the offices are doing it and still doing it, even though some have been jailed. It is not a deterrent.
Not
with
my
that
point.
I'm going, guys. I will see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, HPQ.